Hello traders, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and in this series we're going to be looking at a quick breakdown on a 1:55 RR trade I was taking on EURUSD in correlation with NFP and how we trade it and how the whole trade plays. So we're going to be going quickly into the breakdown of this whole trade, and we're going to be the whole story behind the trade. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Yeah, so on our screen here we have a trade on EURUSD, and the trade was also correlated with DX by making it the perfect trade. We had the NFP news release when we had this trade on, so we're gonna be going through the whole breakdown, starting from our weekly time frame down to our 1 minute time frame. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like button and subscribe. So on our weekly time frame, you can clearly see that we're in a strong bearish trend as market was creating series of lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows and lower highs, 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 lower lows and lower highs. Then at this point here, we had a very strong retracement back into the supply zone. So market wasn't in a bearish trend. We had an overall bearish trend movement to the downside, and market was giving this complex retracement back into the supply zone. Upon that being noticed, we will clearly understand that we are looking for an unmitigated supply zone that doesn't have liquidity above. And look at our chart here, we have this supply zone that was created there, which was unmitigated and also led to a break of structure, right? So we had our break of structure there, having a stage market structure, and market was currently back in the supply zone. Okay, so heading on to our chart, you clearly see, coming to our daily time frame, market came into the supply zone. We could see this clear rejection happening on the daily time frame, which will declare on the 4-hour time frame. We open our 4-hour time frame to see better view of the market. On our 4-hour time frame, when market tapped into the zone, you clearly see market was going into this strong momentum back into the supply zone, and when upon market mitigating the zone at some psychological level of 1.10300, you clearly see the rejection that happened 1.10300. Clearly see market giving strong bearish momentum, indicating that we are still looking for more sell opportunities, sell buy opportunities. Although we're currently in a sort of on the 4-hour time frame, although we're currently in a bullish trend, as you can clearly see in the 4-hour time frame, although we're in a bullish trend, we clearly see market was creating a series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, then a higher high there. Our expectation, flowing with our expectation order flow, after a new high has been created, a new high, I think this is the all-time high throughout from last year. That's the highest point the market has reached from sometime in October. That's one of the highest point the market has reached in October last year, 2022. So basically, this is a new high was created. After a new high is created, we're still going to be experiencing a push to the downside, probably some retracement to continue this complex market structure. And still looking at our chart here, we could clearly see we have liquidity seated at these levels there. We had some levels of liquidity which gave us more confidence to hold this trade from that point there down to this very level. Okay, so we had liquidity at that point, and because we are starting with strong bearish momentum, like as of February we had some good fundamentals that came into the chart. Our fundamentals also assisted in this trade. Now fundamentals, we're seeing very, very bullish DXY, and bullish DXY basically means that we're gonna be selling EURUSD. Okay, we're gonna be shorting any other pair like that's associated with EURUSD. For example, with USD, for example, EURUSD, GBPUSD, XAUSD, we're gonna be shorting all of them. All right, if we are seeing a bullish DXY. All right, so on our 4-hour time frame, we are clearly in a bullish market structure, but remember, looking at how the candles reacted, looking at the strong momentum the market was giving and pushing to the downside, that give us more confidence on taking this trade. Heading to our 15 minutes time frame, this trade was actually initially meant to be an intraday trade, but with the look of the market, analyzing the market, we had to up that and hold some position. Although we closed some partials at this place, which I'm going to show you guys level we closed partials on the trade, we still held much more of our position, like 30% of our position down to that level. So let's give the market some price data from the top there. So from our top there, we can see we have this strong weak rejection, and the recent low that was created was at this point there, which the market completely swept at. Upon market taking out that low, we could see mitigation happening on our charts. The market mitigated these levels there. We had a mitigation happening, the market mitigated level, and it kept on taking us to the downside, mitigating supply zones. Like you can see when mitigation happened at that point there, and also mitigation happened at that level there. So this mitigation was confirming, okay, we are still very, very bearish. Our market coming into its demand zone, and the demand zone not being able to. We had a demand zone at that level there. We had our supply demand flip there, or supply demand failure. The demand zone not able holding, our market smashing out, confirming, okay, we are ready to go short. And following with our market structure, we have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure at that level there, and market has taken out this low here. Although it didn't take it out perfectly, we had another break of structure forming at that point. Now remember, on our charts here, there's what we call liquidity. We had liquidity seated in this whole space. Okay, we had liquidity everywhere, and we expected, as the expectation other flows for the market to fill out the whole liquidity that was created there. We need to see the market take out, filling out the whole space, all the whole space that was created here. We want to see the market make sure it fills out on the space, and that the market did by creating this retracement back into the supply zone. Upon market reaching into the supply zone, which was, this is a refined supply zone. The supply zone was as big as here. This is the full supply zone there. I have our full supply zone there, but we refined the supply zone from there to somewhere inside here. I had a refinement to this week here, okay, which was on our 1 minute time frame. Okay, so heading to our 1 minute time frame to see how we entered this trade and how we basically manage the trade. So on our 1 minute time frame, on our 1 minute time frame, we clearly see that when market was approaching the supply zone, we clearly see we had some series of liquidity had been created at that top there, and also we have liquidity that was swept at that level there. So we had so many liquidity created at market from the period of ending towards the London session before the news release happened. And from our fundamentals, flowing with our fundamentals and putting in the same thing we are seeing on our DXY. We look at the DXY. Looking at DXY at that particular point, I'm coming, sorry for that. So coming to DXY, you clearly see that at that same point in time, when the whole movement was happening, we were clearly trading in a demand zone that was created at that level. We are clearly trading in our demand zone on DXY, giving some indication that, okay, we are currently on the right side of this trade. Okay, and if I could also put my bar replay to here, somewhere here, then go to our 1 minute time frame to see more reasons why we still had our confidence. We were combining this with the DX with Eurusd. Okay, so on our DXY, we clearly see that we have liquidity all here. This liquidity that was swept, our liquidity was sitting at that level there, which was the same that was happening on the Eurusd. So if you look at, I'm coming. If you have to look at Eurusd. Sorry for that. Okay. Just a sec. You have to look at Eurusd. When I put DXY there, I have our DXY here, and what's gonna be here? We're gonna put in Eurusd. Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at comparing both charts. On Eurusd, we're gonna be going to our 15 minutes time frame on Eurusd. So on Eurusd, from our 15 minutes time frame, I'm putting my bar replay to on our chart. You clearly see on Eurusd, we had this liquidity that was created there with the market swept out. The same thing happening on our DXY. If we look on DXY, if you have to looking at DXY, you can clearly see that we have I'm gonna cut it out as far as there. Okay, so on DXY, we currently had the liquidity that is same here, and also on Eurusd. Okay, let me also delete some data on Eurusd. So on Eurusd, on the 1 minute time frame, let's look at 1 minute time frame on the Eurusd. So on Eurusd, we have liquidity that was seated at the top there, which was swept, and at the same time liquidity was also swept on DXY. Okay, so on DXY we also had liquidity at that level there, which was swept out, and the same thing happened on Eurusd. Eurusd we had liquidity at that point. So if we are gonna looking at the buy position on DXY, on Eurusd we are definitely gonna be selling. So this was one of our confluences when we had a liquidity sweep and waited for market to, sorry for that, move back to, I'm waiting for market to mitigate. So now we had our liquidity sweep happening there, which was correlated with the DX price. As you guys can see, I waited for market to sweep out all the liquidity that was created. Which market sweep? Upon market sweeping out liquidity, market came back into our supply zone that was refined on the 1 minute time frame. Got from 1 minute time frame, because if you look at the 1 minute time frame here, we have this unmitigated supply zone at that level there, which was our overall expectation of the market to come to that level, and we had our entry at that point there with a stop loss of 3.7 pips, and our take profit was very of 250 pips. Okay, so looking on this trade here, we closed our first partial when the market took out this low here. At this point here, we closed our first partial at that level there. Although market was very fast because of the fundamentals, we closed almost 30% of our partials at somewhere around there. Then after that, we held 50%. We closed 30% at that level there and held 50%. We closed 50% of our trade, 50 extra percent. So far at this level, and so far whatever I done in this trade is just 20% of the initial position that was open. So definitely on this trade, this is a 55 hour trade, and partials were taken along the way. So with that's a quick breakdown on the trade on EURUSD. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications so you get notified when a new content is being uploaded on the channel. Thank you very much.